What's the most ingenious thing you saw a soldier improvise in the field? Afghanistan, 2013. Our platoon was stationed at a remote Kopi in Kunar province. Supply drops were irregular at best. When things broke, you fixed them yourself or went without. Specialist Rodriguez was our unofficial MacGyver, electronics tech from Texas who could fix anything with duct tape and determination. When our generator died, command said replacement parts would take 3 weeks. Rodriguez wasn't having it. First, he convinced the mess hall to save all their empty bean cans, cut them into strips with a Leatherman, fashioned a makeshift fan blade to replace the broken one. Didn't work, too flimsy. Next attempt, he traded 4 cartons of cigarettes to a local Afghan farmer for an old Soviet truck radiator, somehow converted it into a cooling system for the generator. Bought us 2 days of power before it failed. Meanwhile, our comms equipment was degrading without stable power. Command giving us grief about missed check-ins. Rodriguez wasn't sleeping, just tinkering. Third attempt, he dismantled 3 broken Sinskars radios, salvaged the transistors and wiring, rewired the generator control board completely from memory. No manual, no schematic, just instinct and training. Still not working. We're on day 5 without reliable power. CO is threatening Article 15s if we don't solve it. That's when Rodriguez had his breakthrough. He remembered the Soviet bunkers in the hills above our position. Got permission to take a patrol up there. Found an abandoned Russian generator from the 80s. Completely different system, different voltage, different everything. Somehow, he made the 2 technologies talk to each other. Integrated 1980s Soviet parts with 2010s American equipment. Made a Frankenstein power system that wasn't in any technical manual ever written. It worked. Ugly as sin, but it worked. When the replacement parts finally arrived 3 weeks later, the technician took one look at Rodriguez's creation and radioed his commander, "Sir, you need to see this." 2 days later, a full colonel came to our COP just to inspect the Rodriguez solution. Took photos, asked detailed questions. 3 months later, we received new field manuals. Inside was a section called Improvised Generator Repair, featuring diagrams suspiciously similar to Rodriguez's creation. The Army gave him a Bronze Star for technical innovation. Said his field repair saved critical communications during high-value operations. Truth was, we just wanted to keep our Xbox running and charge our phones. After discharge, Rodriguez got hired by a major defense contractor at triple his military salary. Now he designs resilient power systems for forward operating bases. Still uses duct tape in the prototypes. I asked him once how he figured out such a complex solution with no training on Soviet equipment. He just shrugged and said, "My abuela had a generator like that on her farm in Mexico. Fixed it all the time as a kid." Sometimes the most valuable military training happens long before you ever put on the uniform. And sometimes the most sophisticated solutions come from the simplest places. The Rodriguez solution is still taught at Fort Gordon to this day. There's even a trophy in his name for the most innovative field repair each year. But none of those fancy engineering students have managed to integrate Soviet and American technology with nothing but a Leatherman and some empty bean cans. That's the kind of ingenuity you can't teach. The kind that only comes from necessity and stubbornness. The kind that wins wars when the technology fails. And it all started because a specialist from Texas wanted to keep playing Call of Duty in a remote outpost in Afghanistan.